Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Sartika Pratiwi. I am an English teacher in Vocational School number 2, Tanjung Jabung Barat Regency, Jambi Province. In this opportunity, let me tell you about the workshop that I followed on January the 20th to the 30th, 2021. The workshop conducted by Dinas Pendidikan Propinsi Jambi in collaboration with Jain University India and also promoted by TIE UPS International. The training entitled Imparting Online Teaching Methodology. Formally, it was done in 3 days. We did it via Zoom meeting, and then for the discussion, we used WhatsApp group created by Mr. Rafi as the organizer from TIE International. As well as the title, the purpose of the training is to improve teachers' skill to use technology in teaching and learning process. I think it is one of the important competence that teachers nowadays must have. Okay, alright. Now I'm gonna tell you in detail what I have got from the 3 days of training. Okay. On the first day of the workshop, as usual, we got opening ceremony around 30 minutes. We listened speech from some of the keynote speakers, and then we are introduced to the trainers. They are Mr. Rajiv and Mr. Aran Kumar Shetty from Jain University. After the opening ceremony, we directly came into the first material that was about Google Form. Google Form is a popular online test, as we know that teachers likely to use when they want to give exam for students. The benefits of Google Form is it is easy to organize, simple, and also free for teachers to use it. At the beginning of the presentation from Mr. Aran Kumar, I'm not really pay attention because I think I have already known about Google Form and I can handle. But by the time he explained, apparently the point of his material is not the simple Google Form, but it is about add-on from Google Form. So what is add-on? Add-on, it is in a Google Form, it is like additional features that you can use to modify your form. This is something new for me because since I usually only use the simple one when I make a test for my students, but in this case we use add-on. We learn so it is like features so many. It help you to give time limit, question arrangement, notification, and after that, so I can see that Google Form offers many useful add-on that can make you easier to modify your Google Form. Moreover, there are also preferable templates that has already available there to use. So it was very worthwhile, I guess, the material that I get on that day to know about more about add-on. Right. Next, on the second day of the training, we met with Mr. Rajiv. He is very kind and lovable person. He shared so many learning resources. He gave us some links which serves many materials and free online class that we can use in teaching and learning process, especially for kids. And I think it is very interesting for kids, and maybe I'm gonna use it for my sons lately. And then beside that, at the time, he also gave us material about Tesmos. So have you already known about Tesmos? Me myself at the time have no idea at all about Tesmos before. After I learned from Mr. Rajiv, and I see, wow, Tesmos is so incredible. It is also a kind of online test, but the plus point of Tesmos is the specification. It offers you many kinds of questions. You not only can use like multiple choice or essay or scale, but also you can create mix and match questions. So it is very interesting, isn't it? And then moreover, the setting of the feature of Tesmos gives you a lot of choices. to personalize your test, such as there are time limit also for each questions, and then the question arrangement and so many others. And what make me really engaged to use Tasmos is the report from tests. Tasmos show the result in a very clear statistics, and you will directly get the data, which question is mostly right, which question is mostly wrong, directly at the time. So it is showed by the table checklist, so you can see directly. So I think it will really help me as a teachers to analyze the test, so teachers can save time in order to revise and optimize the next test. So I think I'm falling in love with Tasmos, and I'm gonna use it later. Right. Okay, the last on the third day of the workshop, it was the last day of our Zoom meeting, but it doesn't mean as only the closing time or saying thanks. However, on the third day, we also got something new from this workshop. First, we get overview about India from Mr. Rafi as the promoter from TIEUPS International. He opens up our mind about India, and then we are so amazed with the surprising changes of education in India. I guess we are Indonesian, have to learn from India how to change education system, and I am sure that we also can do the same to make our education be better. And then after that, there was also another material. It was about Mentimeter, but unfortunately the electricity when the material of the Mentimeter in my town was out for the maintenance on the day, and it is affected my internet signal. But as I saw from the records, from the meeting records, I thanks to Mr. Ravi for the record. So Mentimeter, it is also application for the test. In this case, it is not only far away different with others, but maybe Mentimeter could be used to make quick polling for your students. Okay, I think that's all about my 3 days of workshop imparting teaching and learning methodology. That's what I got. And then the next question is, how am I going to implement this new knowledge in my teaching and learning process? Alright, so how am I going to use the result, the outcome of the workshop in my teaching? First, of course, I'm gonna use them lately, especially for making an online test. I'm sure it will help me a lot in enhance effectiveness of learning. I will use Mentimeter, I will use Tasmos, and I will use Google Form to make online tests for my students. Because of these various type of online tests, I hope my students will not be bored to do their tasks, because as we know that the learning process today should be in online class, so teachers must be able to create lesson plan which is suitable with the condition nowadays. And then resources links that I got from this workshop offer me many choices to enrich my lesson material. It could be one of the best references for my idea in the teaching letter. So in conclusion, I'm really happy and I'm glad I can join this workshop. I do thanks to Mr. Rajiv and Mr. Arun Kumar Shetty as the trainer from Jain University, India, for the wordful knowledge. And then I also want to say thanks very much to Mr. Rafi Mukija as the organizer from TIEUPS International. You are very good promoter. And then you are always ready and pleased to answer our problem in the training. And last, I also want to say special thanks to Mr. Bukri, our head of Dinas Pendidikan Propinsi Jambi, who give us the chance to follow this training, to follow this workshop. So I hope in the future Dinas Pendidikan can hold another workshop like this. Because we need some kind of training that truly can be applied in our teaching and learning process, not only written in our administration paper. Because such class of this training focus on enhancing the quality of our teaching and learning process. So So that's all I can say. Thank you very much for your attention, and then see you. Bye bye.